What's good? You too, the coach right here. Your number one Kingdom relationship coach. If you're new to my channel, my name is Coach Ra. I'm a Kingdom relationship coach. I talk about relationship from a Christian perspective, Kingdom perspective. You know, that's what I specialize in. I specialize in teaching relationships and dating from a godly perspective, biblical perspective. So if this is something that you're interested in, please hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell to get notified when I drop content. Today I want to talk about spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare. And it's going to coincide with the stuff that I was talking about yesterday. But like I was saying yesterday, and I showed y'all in the Bible, how it was easy for women to get married. Because, and I'm going to do a podcast about this here. I don't want women to think that men see y'all as, you know, objects. I don't want y'all to think the wrong thing by me focusing on the physical a lot. So I got to do a video, a podcast, to cover that up, because some of y'all may get the wrong impression and think that, well, you know, it's all about the physical with men, blah, 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 blah. And I understand, you know, what women, a lot of women got to understand is men and women are different. We are wired different, you know. Are women visual? Yes, women are visual as well. But women are not as visual as men. And I have coached a lot of women fell in love for a man who's not attractive, who was not their type. Hundreds of women. I have coached hundreds of women who fell in love with a man. At first, they put him in the friend zone. But because that man was being nice, they end up falling in love with the man and they end up getting dragged in the mud. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying all women would do that, but I'm saying the majority of women will fall in love with a man because a man is very nice and treating her like a queen. And then when that man, when they hurt, then that man change and drag him in the mud, then they can't let go. But see, men are different. Men are different. Men are totally different in that. And, you know, but I want to say this right here to cover myself up. And I'm telling the truth. A godly man, he is attracted to a godly woman. Her character, her character, her morals. If she anointed, like I said, I love me an anointed woman. Ooh, I love me a woman that's anointed, that's in her purpose. I love women that doing videos on like YouTube and Facebook. You know, that's walking in, they call it. That's a major attraction to me. But you know, what really, you know, a man gonna look at the look first. But anyhow, I'm gonna talk about that a little bit more on another podcast. But I want to talk about spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare. And you know, back like I was saying yesterday, you know, women was getting married just by a man seeing them. A woman could walk outside. Like I read Judges chapter 14 a lot on my people's podcasts and videos. In Judges chapter 14, the Bible says when Samson was in Timnah, he saw a beautiful young Philistine woman. You know, and when he saw her, right then he knew he wanted to marry her. He went back home and told his mama, you know, his dad and mama that he see a woman that he wanted to marry. You see what I'm saying? That's how easy it was for women to get married back in those days. She was just outside minding her business, wasn't even praying for no husband, wasn't even thinking about no husband, and the man saw her, and Samson wanted to marry her. See what I'm saying? God ain't had to tell Samson to marry her. You see what I'm saying? God ain't told Samson, that's your wife. You know? Now, something had happened. It's been a long time since I read the whole story. But he did not marry her. Samson's best man ended up marrying her. Something had happened. Well, Samson did not marry her. Y'all stood the background, I know I was driving. And God gave me this word while I was driving. So I gotta get this word out while it's fresh. So kind of got thrown off the traffic up here. I don't know why people get on a major highway and speed limit 70 and they're going 50 miles per hour. Boy, that gets on my nerve. Ooh, that gets on my skin. But anyway, you see what I'm saying? Women, they had to do all this praying for a man, waiting 30 years, 40 years to get married. I know a lot of women who are virgins and never been married, and they virgins. And they about 40 years old, 30 years old. Back in those days, women were getting married young, teenagers. Because the culture that they was in, they promoted marriage. It was disgraceful if you was shacking up, if you was, fornicating. Matter of fact, in the Old Testament, if you got caught fornicating, I think they'll stone the woman. The woman will get stoned. I don't know if the men would get stoned too. But I remember the woman that was caught in adultery, and they brought the woman to Jesus. But the man, they didn't bring the man to Jesus. They brought the woman to Jesus and said, she was caught in the act of adultery. So they didn't bring the man to Jesus. So I'm thinking that maybe it was just women. If they got caught fornicating, they would get stoned. You see what I'm saying? So, that culture was different. And what y'all got to understand is the first institution that God set up was marriage. Excuse me, distracted. What's the traffic? Was marriage. And like I said, Christian women been taught to pray to God for a husband. Now watch this. Pray to God for a husband. Christian women been taught, if you want a husband, make room in your closet for a husband. If you want a husband, cook dinner for two. And all this stuff right here. But like I've been saying, the way God set it up, a woman ain't gotta do all that right there. A woman ain't gotta do all that right there. That's not the pain that God have for a woman to get married. And some Christian women cannot grasp this thought that I'm telling them. God is not the one that brings you a husband. God is not the reason why y'all single. Why would God withhold husbands from y'all? I don't understand it. Why would God make thousands, millions of women? You got millions of women in this world, kingdom women who are single and they 40, 30 years old, ain't never been married, never had kids. Why would God withhold husbands from y'all? God is not that type of God. This what y'all gotta understand. Why y'all putting on God to send y'all a husband? You see what I'm saying? I hear so much stuff that the church taught. You gotta have faith to get a husband. You ain't gotta have no faith to get no husband. Somebody wrote in a comment, she was a Christian lady told her that write a letter to God, what kind of man you want. That is so ignorant. That is so ignorant. Then get what? Still single. The woman's still single. Like I said, in the black church, and I've heard a prophet tell a woman this right here. Called the woman up and told her, asked her, are you married? No, I'm not married. See, you paying for a husband, right? Yeah. See what you gotta do? You gotta stop cooking dinner for one person. Cook dinner for two people. And you gotta make room in your closet for a husband. You gotta prepare for a husband. And guess what? 10 years, 15 years, I watched that girl go to church with me. We go to church together for years. I've been going to that church for over 20 years. Since I was 18 years old, I've been going to that church. And my whole entire time, I was there before her. She came there and joined later on. But I've been on that girl for like 10 years, and she still was single after that man told her that. After the prophet told her that, she was still single. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell y'all, and some people get mad, they get offended, they're gonna try to bash prophets. But if you tell somebody something and it don't come to pass, you a false prophet. Just being real with y'all. And prophets in the Bible did not tell women stuff like that. Because women ain't had to do all that right there. They was getting married just like that right there. You know what I'm saying? A woman ain't had to do no fasting, no praying, no begging for no husband, none of that. None of that. You see what I'm saying? But now, the time we live in now, we are living in a time now where, you know, a lot of people, a lot of men, not all men, but a lot of men don't see marriage as a goal right now because they being influenced by the world. They're being influenced by the world. And it's a spirit behind that. It's a spirit behind that. You know, the adversary. We are fighting a spiritual battle. And one thing that God showed me is that the enemy has put a attack on the men. Because the enemy knows the man is the head, right? The man is the head. So, the enemy understands if I get the head, I can ruin the family. I can ruin the family if I get the head. The Bible says, what? Smite the shepherd, the sheep will scatter. Why? Because the shepherd is the head. The shepherd is the head. You see what I'm saying? So, that same thing with the enemy. The enemy say, if I get the head out of place. Because men are the head. I think in 1 Corinthians chapter 11, it say, a head of man is Christ. Head of woman is man. And the head of Christ is God. Something like that. The head of Christ is God. Right? So, God put the man as the head. And God put the man as a leader. So, the devil, the enemy, the adversary, what he did was, he said, I want to get the man out of place. I want to get the man out of place. And what he did was, he uses people, his spirit, because I think 2 Corinthians chapter 3, chapter 4, somewhere around there, 4 and 6, the Bible say, Satan is the god of this world. Satan is the god of this world, blinding the hearts of men who don't believe. You're talking about men and women when you say that. You see what I'm saying? Satan is the god of this world. Go through the scripture. So, we are in a spiritual battle. The enemy came up with the idea of, I want to destroy marriages. I want to destroy families. I want to get people in fornication. I want to create a culture that don't love God, that don't honor God, that mock God. But I gotta get the man out of the house. I gotta get the man out of the house. I gotta get the man. And so what the enemy came up with, I believe the enemy got with his spirits, his evil spirits, and say, you know what? They came up with a plan. They came up with a game plan. And the game plan is, we're going to feminize men. We're going to feminize men. And we're going to use, television. We're going to use the movies. We're going to use social media. The gangster rappers. And we're gonna use this, we're gonna influence them people to feminize the men. Because if I get the men feminized, if I can feminize the men, I can ruin the institution of marriage. I can keep people from getting married and have them in sin and fornication so they won't make it in. Cause the devil, what he want to do is he want to get everybody he can get to go where he gonna go when his time is up. He trying to get everybody to go with him because he don't want to go by himself. See, the devil got that crap mentality. He don't want you to go and make it to heaven. He wants you to be just like him and be destroyed forever. So he came up with a plan to feminize men. Now, what I mean by feminizing men is when a man does not know his role as a man, he has been feminized. When a man do not understand that he's a leader, he's a provider and a protector, he has been feminized. And I remember a long time ago, a woman coming on my video, she said, I was talking about providing and protecting. She said, Corey Rod, I just had an argument with a man on the phone last night. This man say he a kingdom man, he a Christian man, God-fearing man, and he said, where in the Bible would the Bible say a man's supposed to provide and protect women? That's an example of a feminized man. Whenever a man don't know his role as a man, he feminized, and that's what the devil has done. Whenever a man gonna argue with a woman about providing and protecting, that's a man with a feminine mindset. A masculine man, he know that he's supposed to protect and provide for his family. He know that. A masculine man know that he's supposed to protect and provide. He's supposed to protect women, even if they're not married to the woman, even if they're not in a relationship with a woman. A masculine man know that he should hold the door open for a woman, not just his girlfriend. I make it my business when I'm going to the stores, when I'm going places. If I see a woman walking behind me, I will open the door for a woman. Why? Because I'm masculine. You see what I'm saying? I'm masculine. If I see a woman in the store trying to lift a heavy case of water, I would say, hey, excuse me, I got that. Oh, thank you. Because I'm masculine. You know what I'm saying? That's masculinity. You know what I'm saying? But, they ain't the only thing about being masculine, but it's part of it. But when you got a bunch of men around here, don't understand their role as a man and don't understand that they are leaders. And that's the problem why a lot of y'all not getting married. Is not that God is withholding husband from y'all. Not that God is being a mean God. He don't want y'all to get married. God wants y'all to get married. God wants y'all to get married. But the reason why y'all getting married is the enemy. It's not that you know what I'm saying? You can't make room in your closet. You can't cook dinner for two to get no husband. The influence of the evil spirits are attacking these men and making these men feminized. And listen to me now. And like I said, when I go to the gym, every time I go to the gym and take a shower and come out with a towel on, a man stare me down. And these are regular looking men. They got muscles and they got a body like you would think like they 100% heterosexual. But these men, not all of them, but a large percentage of men inside the gym that works out, they go both ways. They go both ways. And it's become popular in this society for a man to go both ways. It's becoming popular. You can't tell me there's not a spirit. It's a spirit behind that. Yeah, spirit behind that. When you got men liking men, we are living in a Sodom and Gomorrah society. And I'm gonna say this, and when you got preachers, I'm gonna deal with the preachers. When you got preachers preaching the pulpit in this generation that God did not destroy Sodom and Gomorrah because of men liking men, that's a problem right there. You got preachers pacifying that lifestyle. Yeah. If I go in the majority of these churches and I talk about men on men, guess what? I would never get an opportunity to go back in that pastor pulpit again. I will offend the pastor in the whole church, the majority of these churches. If I go to a majority of these churches and talk against men on men, I probably would get sat down. Pastors are condoning men in men. Pastors are condoning that. Pastors do not like, not all pastors, but a lot of pastors do not like when you speak against that lifestyle. They don't like that. Be quiet, don't say nothing, don't judge nobody. Who are you to judge? That's what they say. We all have sinned, come short of the glory of God. Ain't nobody perfect. That's the problem right there. Long as we got men going both ways, liking men, how y'all gonna get married? Do you want to share your husband with another man? See, the adversary, he know this. He know that. So that's what is going on out here in these streets in these streets and dating. The adversary, the enemy, have feminized these men and got some of these men going both ways. Men liking men. That's the influence of the enemy. We are in a spiritual battle. So it's not God that a lot of women are single and not getting married. It's not God. It's the adversary. I've had a woman email me crying, like really, I said that she was really distraught. I ain't gonna say she was crying because it was just an email. But she was really trying to figure out why God forsaken her. Because why she don't have a husband. She almost 50 years old and never been married. Never had kids. She been praying almost a whole adulthood for God to see her husband. And she asking me in the email, why have God forsaken me, Coach Rod? I don't understand. I'm a good woman. I'm a God-fearing woman. I'm living right. I stay off my back. I'm abstinent. I'm doing the thing you telling me to do, Coach Rod. But God has forsaken me. I don't understand. Like, why have God forsaken me? Sis, God ain't got nothing to do with that. God ain't not forsaken you. God ain't forsaken you. It's the adversary. The enemy, feminized men. Now men don't want to get married. Again, freedom, free will. If you got a society full of men who don't want to get married, and all they want to do is just sleep with women because they've been influenced by these clowns, and I'm going to say it again, like I said yesterday, by these ignorant, feminine clowns online, feminizing men, telling men that if you get married, you simping, telling men that if you value a woman, you a simp. This is what's going on. There's a spirit behind that. You see what I'm saying? And it's not the men that's I got a problem with. It's those spirits that usually need men. The red pill, blue pill, some man in the dark, foolishness, I don't know who he is. I never saw his stuff. Somebody about a man in the dark, the high value man. All these men are influencing men. Now, see, let me say this about the high value man. Because I don't understand. How can you be a woman? And some of y'all watching this podcast right now, you love the high value men. And you a woman. And not only you a woman, you a Christian woman. You call yourself a Christian woman and you love the high value man? Okay, what problem I got with a high value man? The high value man teaches what they call toxic masculinity. That's toxic masculinity. Watch this. I watched his video, and I heard this man say, a man should leave with his wallet, a man should pay for the dates. And after the man pay for the third date, the woman should give the man her body. I heard him say this on the video now. This is not what nobody told me. I heard him say this right here. After the man paid on the third date, the woman got to give the man her body. You're a Christian woman and you promote that? You in agreement with that? Just because the man paying for dates, that does not mean that he's entitled to her body. Do you understand me? The only time a man is entitled to a woman's body is if they married. If they're not married, that woman is not obligated to give that man her body. Because her body belongs to God. And God say, present your body to him, a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable. How dare you tell a woman, give your body to a man because he paid for your dinner 3 times? How dare you as a woman support that foolishness? How dare you as a Christian woman support that nonsense? That's foolishness. I had a Christian woman ask me what problem I got with a high value man. Why I don't like the high value man? Because he are putting foolishness out in that in society, and what he's doing is he's ruining marriages, he's ruining families, he's ruining the man. He is toxic masculinity. Watch this. I heard the high value man say that if you married to a high value man, which is a man who makes 6 figures, that you supposed to share that man. I heard him say this on the video, that you supposed to share a high value man. What make you think you deserve a man by yourself? A man like that by yourself? How dare you as a woman support that nonsense? And you call yourself a Christian woman? You are going against the Bible. God don't want a woman to share a man. Do you understand me? God never intended for a woman to share a man. When God created man, he created Adam. He said, it's not good for men to be alone. Let me make a help meet suitable for him. He put Adam to sleep. He took a rib out of Adam. And he made a woman. Do you understand me? Then he said what? For this purpose, a man should leave his father and mother, and cleave to his wife. And them two should become one flesh. One flesh. That let y'all know that God always intended for a man and a woman to be together, one flesh, not multiple women. It's not the will of God for a woman to share a husband. How dare you be a Christian woman and you support a man that's telling women that a high value man is supposed to have different women and you supposed to share that man? It goes against the Bible. I got Christian women right now, so-called Christian women right now, watching this podcast, and they get offended when I talk about the high value man. They watch the high value man, they support the high value man, and when I say something about the high value man, they get in their feelings. Yeah. I be seeing them inside the comment. I was all with you till you start talking about the high value man. You know what you're talking about, you judging people and all that here. You don't know that man. I'm going by what I heard him say on the video. I know him. I heard this man say this right here. He said King Solomon was a high value man, and King Solomon had multiple wives. King David was a high value man, and King David had multiple wives. High value man is supposed to have multiple women. He didn't say wife, he said multiple women. So he's promoting that high value man, he promoted cheating. So what problem I got with a high value man? Because the problem I got with him, because cheating ruined families, cheating ruined marriages, cheating hurt children, ruin the children. Because when you get cheating going on, guess what? Guess what you do when you cheating on your spouse? You hurting your children, because your children, they're gonna grow up and see you doing that, and they get what? They're gonna repeat the same cycle. You bringing a curse, generational curse on your children when you live a lifestyle of sin. Your sin gonna fall on your children. Remember what King David did? When King David did what he did, God forgave King David, but God told King David, from this point on, the sword ain't gonna never leave your house. And after David did what he did, he called hell. His own son Absalom tried to kill him and take the throne away from him. And Absalom ended up getting killed. Tamar, his daughter, got raped by he got violated by her son, by his son. You see what happened when you live in sin? The man is promoting cheating. He said, if you have a high value man, you're supposed to share that man because you don't deserve him by yourself. That man paying all the bills, because he pay all the bills, he supposed to share him. That is toxic masculinity. Because I leave in my wallet, because I make 6 figures, I pay the bills, shut up, be quiet, do what I say, cook my food, let me cheat on you, and you don't say nothing to me. That's his message. That's his message. I don't understand y'all. How can you be a Christian woman and y'all ain't got no morals? Y'all ain't got no values as a Christian? You support a man that's telling women that a man who makes 6 figures supposed to y'all supposed to share that man? And I have a woman got that audacity gonna ask me what problem I have with the high value man. I'm gonna say the man's name. Why I don't like the high value man? The man is ruining marriages and he's ruining families. He's not teaching the right stuff. The man don't have no morals, no values. The man call women out their name, and mainly black women. He don't like black women. You're a black woman and you support a man who don't even like you. The man don't like black women. You're a Christian woman and you support a feminine man. That's a feminine man. You can't see this man feminine? Y'all ain't got no discernment, man. And then they want to come in my comment and quote all these scriptures like they know everything. And then you want to support a man that's living in sin. The man live in sin. You're supposed to be a Christian woman, and you supporting the man who live in sin. Because when the man get on the internet and call women bees, that's a sin. Do you understand me? When the man get on the internet and call women bees and hoes, that's a sin. How dare you support a man that's sin, but now you want to come in my comment section, you want to quote all these scriptures. You see what I'm saying? That's a sinner. Whenever a man live a lifestyle of downgrading women, telling women because you got children, you lose your value. That's a narcissist. That's a narcissist. That's what narcissists do. Narcissists tear people down. They manipulate people. They toot their own horn like he all this and he all that right there. That's a narcissist. There's a Jezebel spirit behind that man. And you are a Christian woman and you want to come in my comment quoting scriptures, but you support a sinner. You support a man that call women out their name on a regular basis. Now, he didn't just do it one time and just say, I'm sorry. No, this man live a lifestyle of sin. The other day when I was talking about, sin, I was saying a lifestyle. This man live a lifestyle of calling women bees. B, get off my phone. B, that's why I can't stand you black bees. And you're a Christian woman and you support that? Come on now. He the reason why a lot of y'all single. Him. Because a lot of y'all ain't gonna put up with no man cheating on y'all. A lot of y'all ain't gonna share no man. So if he influencing men to be high value and make money, and telling men that y'all should share them, Are y'all gonna marry these men? No. If he telling men that by the third date that a woman should give her body to a man, are kingdom women gonna marry a man and give her body up on the third date? Kingdom women, real kingdom women who are practicing abstinence, who believe in abstinence. This is why women are not getting married, because men like him are influencing men and telling men after the third date, you are obligated to get the woman's body. That's sin. How y'all support sin, man? I don't understand that. How y'all support sin? So that's the problem that I have with that man. I'm a kingdom man. I got morals. I got values. I got godly morals. I got godly values. This channel is a channel of morals and values. This channel is not a channel to bash women, to put down women and to bash men. This channel is not for that. This channel is about holding people accountable. Period. And that's the problem I have with that. You are a Christian woman, y'all are Christian women, and y'all support a sinner. Y'all support a man that live a lifestyle of sin. A man that like men. He like men. The man like men. Y'all can't see that man's spirit? That's why any man that get on the internet and put down women, he don't like women, he like men. All them men that's on the internet that's putting down women. The blue pill, red pill, the alpha man, the high value man, the man in the dark, whoever he is, I never seen him before. All these men, they like men. That's why they hate women. Trying to tell y'all what I know. Them men, that's why they hate women so much. They go both ways. They undercover. They undercover. That's the problem I have with them. And the devil is using them to ruin marriages, to ruin families. Because if I make, just say I make 6 figures, right? I'm what they call a high value man. If I'm watching that high value man and he telling women that, oh, you know, and let's say I was married, and he telling women, and he doing a video saying that a woman's supposed to share me because I make 6 figures and I pay all the bills and all this here. That's going to influence me to be like, oh, what? You know what? I like that. Wow. Yeah, he's right, because I pay all the bills. Yeah. So I can go out and get, you know what I'm saying? So now you got men hearing that. Now they feel like they obligated to go out and cheat. And their wife should share them. That's what is going on, y'all. That's why y'all single. Men like him. Men like them. But it's not them I got a problem with. It's a spirit. It's a spirit behind that. That's what y'all don't understand. Y'all in the flesh. Christian people, Christian women, get out the flesh. Y'all so fleshly. You gotta have discernment. If you like that man, you don't have no discernment. You're a fleshly person. You're a worldly person. You just know the Bible, but you worldly. You're not a real Christian. You can't be a real Christian and you like a man that call women B's and hang the phone up on them telling them, B, get off my phone. Get the F off my phone, B. You like a man that live in sin, downgrading women, telling women that you ain't got no value because you had children, and then men can have about 8, 10, 30, 40 children, and he don't lose no value. He still got his value though, but it's the woman that loses her value. A man can be a dog and have about 30 children from 30 women, but guess what? Because he make 6 figures, he high value. But if a woman have 2 kids from 2 baby daddies, she don't got no value. How dare you support that nonsense? Because a woman is 30 years old, 35 years old, she loses her value. The man tears down women, man. That's why I don't like that foolishness. He not on there uplifting people, saying anything positive. He on there attacking women. This is why a lot of y'all single. It's not God. It's people like him. It's the devil using these people, influencing men don't get married, dog women out, all women are gold diggers, women ain't no good, men going their own way, the MGTOW, all this stuff, we're gonna go our own way. All that right there, that's what men, that's why a lot of men don't want to get married. Because of the influence of the world. Celebrities, social media, influencing men. Don't pay on dates, go 50-50, equal, all this stuff right here. So a lot of men are not leaders. And that's why a lot of y'all are single. And y'all be like, God sent me a husband. God said, I can't send you a husband. Why? Because God said, I can't go against these men's will. If these men don't want to get married, if they don't want to marry you, ain't nothing I can say. If we got a world full of men who be influenced by men who like men, and they don't want to get married because they bitter against women, that's the thing. Look what's going on. We got men attacking women, and some women attacking men. This is what's going on. Men bitter against women, women bitter against men. This is what's going on. This is why y'all not married. God said, guess what? I can't go against the man's will. You understand what I'm telling y'all? Because God gave everybody, he gave us freedom of will and the freedom of choice. And I heard Pastor Blake say this right here. If God don't change a man's heart and make a man turn to him and love him, why you think God gonna change a man's heart and make him love you? I heard Pastor Blake say that right there, and that makes so much sense. Why you think God gonna change a man's heart and make a man love you, and God don't even make a man love him and choose him? The Bible said what? Choose you this day who you gonna serve. And for me and my house, we gonna serve the Lord. I think that was Joshua. Joshua said what? Choose you this day who you gonna serve. And for me and my house, we gonna serve the Lord. Joshua said choose. Another scripture. I set before you life and death. Choose life so you and your children may live. Freedom of will, freedom of choice, free will. So we got a society full of men who don't want to get married. Guess what? God ain't gonna make these men marry out. That's why I say God is not sending women husbands. God is not the one that's keeping y'all single. If God was sending y'all husband, all y'all to be married. Because it's the will of God for y'all to get married if you want to get married. Marriage is a choice. It's a choice. Everybody don't have the gift of singleness. It's certain people that have a gift of singleness. Paul said in 1 Corinthians chapter 7 that chapter 7 verse 7 that each man have his own gift, such as I. So singleness is a gift. If you got the gift of being single, but guess what? Everybody don't have that gift. It's very few people have a gift of being single. Paul said, I bet for you not touch a woman like me. But if you lack self-control, get married so you weren't born with lust. So if God know your heart, God know you want companionship, God know you desire to be in the bedroom with a man, let's be real. Your flesh acting up. If you pray to God for a husband, if God is a good God, he gonna send you a husband. But God saying to y'all, like, my daughter, I can't send you a man who don't want to marry you. You see what I'm saying? We are in a spiritual battle, spiritual warfare. And you know what? As I close this message, I might gotta do a part 2 of this right here because I mean to go this long. But I got something to say on this topic. As I close this message, the church is the one that I'm holding responsible for this nonsense that's going on. Because the church ain't saying nothing. The church is quiet about this stuff. All they doing is preaching about prosperity, preaching about money coming to me now, pulling money down out of the air, preaching about you're going to be a millionaire, all this stuff here. And they are not coming out them 4 walls, going out and compelling people to come. They on Facebook, they on YouTube, collecting the offerings, talking about the Lord say 10 people supposed to give me $1,000. That's all they on Facebook for. That's all they on YouTube for. They on YouTube to collect money. I know some people, every time they go live, they gotta do an offering. Just about. They ain't teaching nobody nothing. You see what I'm saying? So I blame the church. The church gotta repent first. Look at all the preachers out here who got girlfriends and got wives. What the Bible say? If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray. 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14, I believe. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray, turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven. Then I will heal their land. It starts with the church. The church so busy on TV trying to raise money instead of winning souls. I got a whole lot to say about this right here, but my time running up. Hey, God bless y'all. If you need coaching, the link for coaching is going to be inside the description box. Click on that link. Coaching. And also, if you don't know, I am the author of the book called Queens Do Not Settle. The link for that is going to be inside the description box as well. Click on that link. Hey, God bless y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon.